Hey, what's up, everybody? Dave back from the band Anger Box with my sidekick Jimmy,
This is Jimmy.
and we're here joined tonight from Savage Road, the lead singer. Give it up for KL, everybody.
Yeah.
Hello. Great to be here.
We got the studio audience out in the other room.
You're too kind.
Joining us.
Yeah, we're still in Dave Jones Studios today.
And Patrick, our manager, and Barry and company, and Laura, and everybody, and ENZ, Jeff, Little Jeffrey. Thank you guys for all sticking around. Eric Howdy's here tonight.
So don't forget Eric.
Yeah, we can't forget Eric.
Yeah,
Our
bass
little
players.
brother
Us bass
from
players got to
another
stick
mother.
together.
And Nicole.
Even though
and
you're in the kitchen, I'm looking at you, Eric.
Thanks to my brother Dave Jones for lending his house. He'll be on the show too, coming up here, guys, next week or so. Him and Jeff will be on from Paris Jane.
So KL, welcome to the social.
Great to be here.
Yeah.
Surprised to be asked. Honored.
Do some shots with us.
Absolutely.
Shoot some shit. Have some
Absolutely.
drinks.
That's what we're here for, right?
All right.
Great, man.
I'm gonna cue up a little Savage Road and play it.
Oh boy.
So our Anger Box listeners can get a little dose of KL.
Enjoy.
Tell us about the song.
Honestly, I wrote the song after my daughter was born, and things kind of just. Everybody out there who's a parent can relate the fact that whenever you have a child, it definitely makes your time spread out a lot more, and the things that you might have used to do, you don't get to do as much or as often. So, this particular song is written just about that. Just you have to take time for yourself as your spouse to just focus on one another, even if it is one night every week, every 2 weeks, just whatever. You just have to set time aside.
Right.
So that's how Slow It Down came.
Man, cheers to that.
About.
Cheers to that, dude.
Cheers to that.
All right.
Love what you're doing, but love your
Cheers to
family
that.
first.
Yes, absolutely. That's a lot better than I remembered.
Yeah, I don't know if you know this or not, but Honey Jack is the official whiskey of Anger Box.
Oh, it is?
Yeah.
Any Jack Daniels, really.
You know, I know Savage Road was gigging a good bit before you got in the band. How did you end up in Savage Road?
Honestly, I really don't know. No.
I just woke up and was here.
They were having their singer Brett, who was a great frontman, was deciding to step away and take time for his family, as a matter of fact. So they didn't know where they were going to go as far as lead singer. So I actually got a hold of Cody, and I wrote him, and I was like, hey, I don't know what you're going to do or when you're going to do it, but I'd be honored if when you do decide to look for another lead singer for Savage Road, if I could be included in the group that gets to try. And then, you know, he was very cool about it, and just told me he'd get a hold of me. And then, honestly, I was doing a dual show with Greg Kerr at Dante's in Frostburg, and I got done my first set and went to walk off the stage and walked around the corner, and there was everybody from Savage Road, Cody and Eric and DJ and Jerry, and they all introduced themselves, and we had a conversation, and I did another set, and then they asked me if I wanted to be the singer for Savage Road. Ta-da! Here it is.
You know, Cody and DJ and Eric, those are Jerry Lee, is pretty awesome musicians that just fall into.
Oh my
man.
God!
You were probably like a little kid in a candy store playing music in a band with those guys.
I was. Honestly, I wish that I would not have taken it so seriously. I put a lot of pressure on myself to perform, and I didn't really enjoy. I mean, I enjoyed it, don't get me wrong, but looking back, I didn't enjoy it as much as I definitely could have if I just took a little bit of pressure off myself and just was happy to be up there. But I mean, if you like you said, Cody, Eric, DJ, Jerry Lee, to step into them. I mean, me and my wife were fans of Savage Road before I got to with Savage Road, so I looked up to all them guys as you know, as mentors for music, because they were doing what I wanted to do. And so when I had the opportunity to finally get there, I was like you said, a kid in a candy store, tickled, nervous, shy, excited, all the
you know, I've been playing a while, but just to jump into that lineup with the name Savage Road and to be with them guys, I would be intimidated.
I was slightly, but at the same time,
But although I know the lineup changed since then, but that original lineup, man, I would love to jam with those guys.
oh yeah.
It'd be fun. But that brings me to my next point. How did that lineup get to where Savage Road is now?
See, and that kind of happened pretty crazy too. We were gonna do a show with the Worn Out Flannels, and Anger Box, and Savage Road at the Ramada, right? And then it got canceled.
Canceled.
Well, first Savage Road broke up, and then Derek O'Neill from the Worn Out Flannels got a hold of me and said that if I gave him a song list, that him and Taylor would learn them, and that they would sit in, so me and Jerry, so we could still get a set and play for that. And then that show ended up getting canceled. Me and Derek ended up staying in touch, and just through bullshitting and jokes, really, and ended up being seriously. Now he's the guitarist for Savage Road. And then Chad Foreman,
Chad.
Yeah, Chad.
Shout out to the Chad.
The Chad. I tell you, when he steps on stage, he is the Chad. But excuse me, he got a hold of me and asked if I would let him audition, and obviously I was honored. And he came in and played, and it just clicked. And honestly, the drummer, when DJ decided that he had to step away for his personal reasons as well. It was my little brother. He played in Fort Hill band. Shane Spiker played in the Fort Hill band and was in various bands in Fort Hill. And then I asked him when DJ dropped out to sit in with us.
You know, normally when there's that big of a lineup change, I would just say, start from scratch, get a new name, build your own thing. But we played a show together. And
Yes.
I got to that show, and I heard the new lineup of Savage Road, and I was like, I stand corrected. These guys are fucking great.
Well, honestly,
that was so incredible. Like, couldn't believe how fast, how well you guys got tight together as a group. And Savage Road, the first rendition of Savage Road kind of had its own thing. But I think what you guys are doing right now, you've taken it tenfold in a straightforward direction to a new place, and I appreciate the fuck out of that because, I'll share the bill with you any day of the week.
that's amazing. That's amazing sharing it with you. It's two different types of music, but you definitely get your money's worth. Fantastic shit.
Since you've been gigging for a couple years now, do you have any good juicy show stories you can share with us?
I don't know how juicy it is. Like you said, during these couple years in which I've been gigging, we got hit by COVID, so a lot of it was cut short.
Fuck COVID.
Yes, but we were at Budfest 2018, and there was a band we played our set. Then there was supposed to be Stone Senate, and then the Davison Brothers band.
Those guys are great. Shout out to you guys.
Yes, they are. So we played and did our thing. We were getting VIP treatment when Stone Senate went on stage, and their drummer was having some kind of psychobilly freak out, and he was doing some wild stuff to the point where their manager pulled them off stage. And me and my wife were walking back from the VIP tent just to hang out backstage with the Davison Brothers. And all of a sudden we were swarmed by staff, and I heard the radios going, Stone Senate's getting pulled off stage. We have 45 minutes to cover. We don't know what we're going to do. I look at my wife jokingly, and I'm like, Savage Road to save the day. All of a sudden, one of the staff members whips their head around. They're like, all right, yes, okay, and gets on the radio. Yes, Savage Road's going to go. And I'm like, I haven't talked to anybody yet. I was just kind of, and they were like, but will you? And I'm like, yeah, absolutely. And I went and got Cody and Eric and DJ, and we all went on stage and played 45 minutes in front of thousands of people. And it was an absolutely amazing time.
You get some thanks afterwards?
Absolutely. We actually got paid double. And Stone Senate actually now has a record deal. Shout out to Stone Senate as well.
Okay, I want to let everybody know. Me and you go back a little
Oh,
ways.
way back.
And people don't know this, but you started out in the hip hop world, right?
Yes, I did.
Yeah.
No way. I didn't know that.
Yeah, so Big Bombshell.
Don't tell me you have YouTube Billionaire
From hip
Remix.
hop to country artist.
country.
What?
Versatile.
And he was pretty good. Because I invited him to the studio. I was just starting it,
Yeah.
and we were working together. The next thing I know,
Yeah.
he worked his way up through the ranks, and here he is.
Can we expect any hip hop from Savage Road in the future?
I don't know about from Savage Road, but if you come to my acoustic shows, I sprinkle in a little bit.
What do you think about church?
I honestly haven't. I do, Ryan Upchurch.
Yeah.
I haven't given him much of a listen. He's a comedian first to me, so I'm still having a hard
Song
time.
called Outlaw.
I'm still having a hard time seeing him as a music artist.
Yes, but
I'll have to check him out.
he's pretty good at what he does.
Yeah,
Hale, what's your favorite song to sing?
in our set.
In general, just your favorite song to sing.
Honestly, there's a Chris Stapleton tune. It's actually Steel Drivers, and it's called "If It Hadn't Been for Love." It's one of my favorite songs to sing.
Can you do acapella? I won't put you on the spot. I'm just asking a question.
I can, absolutely. That's how I got started. There's
Just
a bunch
give me-
of videos on
Give me
Facebook
10 seconds. I'll tell you to stop.
of what?
You said the song, man.
All right.
Give me some acapella right now. KL. 10 seconds.
All right, we'll go with the chorus. Fuck alongs without parole. Lord have mercy on my soul. Fuck alongs against my will. Least I know she's lying still.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
All right, yeah.
There you go. Studio
That's the-
audience. Where you been at?
That's the first time I've ever sung on the spot. I usually make people wait. Do it on my
I
time.
don't know what's going on here.
It's all right. We got to back up.
Uh-oh.
Okay, good. Yeah, keep
I
that
talk
in
too
there.
much.
don't know
I
what happened.
guess we'll be focusing on camera 1 here.
And,
for a
we
while.
got the other back up.
We have 2 and
We've
3.
We've been
4.
expanding, guys. So
I think we're good.
Once
Yeah,
again,
we're
thanks
trying
Dave
to
Jones
keep it
for
going.
letting us crash your living room today.
That's Dave
yes,
Jones.
thanks, Dave.
So we just did a social episode with Harley.
Uh-oh.
If you haven't yet, please watch that episode. Like, subscribe, share. Harley from Solo. And we let Harley ask a question for our next guest, which just so happens to be you. Harley said, if you were opening a venue, opening night, you want to come out with a bang, who do you want to what band do you want to open your venue on opening night and why? And it can't be Savage Road.
Define open my venue. What
It's opening night. This is groundbreaking. This
It's
is a
opening
new
night,
venue
like
to the
I opened
area.
my
wanna,
new venue?
Yes.
what band do I want?
What band do you want to put, their stamp, your stamp down? Say this is a live venue for music. We want bands to play here. I want this band to represent my future of what I'm looking for in future bands.
And you want me to pick one?
One band,
Local band?
any band.
I'd have to grab Rascal Flatts to headline.
Rascal Flat.
Yeah.
All right, tell me why.
I've honestly, Gary LeVox is one of my role models as far as vocal goes. He's a fantastic vocalist, and the entire Rascal Flatts group, they're all fantastic vocalists if you ever listen to them. It's just 3 guys and a drummer, and they're fantastic. And I've listened to their stuff. That's what I grew up singing. That's what turned me to country. I'd definitely pick them to headline. And then the fact that they're on their way out and have so many good songs. If I was opening a venue right now, it would be.
I wasn't expecting that. I could have went so many directions. I wasn't expecting that, but maybe someday.
Maybe.
I'm just saying someday. You open a venue straight out of Cumberland, Maryland, and Rascal Flatts gets the message.
Unlikely, but
Maybe. I'm just saying, maybe. Sometime way far away after COVID.
yes.
So, since you've been gigging, since you've been playing in bands, since you've been playing with different musicians, different bars, different areas, different venues, playing in front of different crowds, what's your biggest pet peeve? What's gotten under your skin and be like, why do people fucking do that? Or what's wrong with this person? Why? Give me a pet peeve.
Honestly, when somebody says that another group or another person or another band or another guitarist sucks, that really gets on my nerves. That's a huge pet peeve of mine because I feel like everybody who has taken the time to learn an instrument, vocals, whatever it be, percussion, deserve some level of respect and to just call them out. Just because it might not be your cup of tea, they say they suck, and that's probably one of my biggest things.
You know, in my teens, when I first started playing it, like, I just felt like I had to feel like I was better than somebody. I had to feel like I was doing better than somebody. And, you know, I was this way until my early 20s, until I got to experience more different kind of musicians. But anymore, it's all about collaboration. That's the only thing I care about in music. I want to collaborate with venues. I'm going to collaborate with other bands, local bands that are, you know, at a regional point or a higher point than that. And I'm so thankful that I grew up, I guess I could say. And,
yeah.
And it's not a per se competition anymore. It's a collaboration. And
right.
I appreciate in Angerbox, you know, somebody wants to collaborate with us. We are never going to turn you down. We want that. We want to give our audience to you and share our audiences with you.
Right.
So the fact that you said that, perfect answer. So KL, we do a segment on the show called "Look What We Found." Is there any music out there, any local artists you know of that needs their music showcased, original music, so I can play it on the show and not get copyright claimed? We can do a collaboration in the studio of a cover, but I want to play it on the show. So if you got any original music, KL, do you know anybody?
Anybody local with some original music? Other than groups that have been covered on here, I'm not too sure about so many that are coming out with original material. I know Terrace of Jade, Angerbox, of course. There's a group, Black Guy Fawkes. He has a lot of original material.
That would be a twist.
Yes, it would.
I know he's not like.
Yes, it would.
He doesn't frequent the bar scene.
He's
per
great
se.
though.
He's talented.
He's passionate.
He is fucking
Absolutely,
talented.
his passion.
There's the passion. You know,
That's what it is.
It doesn't matter if you're, you know, Eric Clapton on guitar, amazing songwriter, or whatever. If you show your heart and your passion, people will get your message. And
right.
you know, judging a book by its cover, he's probably someone I'd never listen to. But he is my friend on Facebook.
Yes.
And
yeah.
I catch a lot of his shit, and totally unexpected. I ended up watching more than I ever thought I would, and I go back to it.
Yes.
So yeah,
He's got a message.
Black
It's
Guy Fawkes.
inspirational. Yes.
He is somebody that is totally underrated and needs to be given an opportunity.
I'd agree with that. His album "Trying Times" that he released probably, I don't know if it was a year and a half ago or so. It deserves a listen. It's got a message. He's got it on iTunes, Spotify. It deserves a listen just because it has a good message to it. It's inspirational.
Guys, while we're waiting on this shot to do this, so
Yes.
in the background we got the Angerbox song "I'll Find You Here" from 5 years ago. I think
Before we do the shot, the last question we're gonna ask KL for the day.
Last one.
We're not gonna ask it. We're gonna let our audience ask it. So, anybody watching the video, please help us complete this episode and ask KL a question, whatever, music related, band related, practice related, personal, whatever. Just, this is your opportunity to ask your question with KL from Savage Road. Get involved. We'll reach out to you in the comments. We'll do a second video with KL with his answer.
Yep.
But I want some engagement. Ask KL any question you want.
Ask away.
Ask him any question. Everybody can ask him a question. We'll do it all day.
Yeah.
We don't get paid, but we'll act like we get paid by the hour. All right.
We don't get paid yet, right?
Yeah, we're working on that part.
Thanks for watching the Central,
time.
guys. Cheers.
Thanks for watching. Thanks for having me.
Likes, comment, subscribe.